Whoa!
What's up, guys? I'm Dan.
And I'm Danny.
And we're back with another episode of Poor Michigan Beer. Today, guys, we're diving in with a new release from Old Nation out of Williamston, Michigan. Guys, this is Boss Tweed, not Boss Tweed regular. Boss Tweed Guava. So I do not think they've ever released this before. They've never done a variation of Boss Tweed. This was the latest and greatest to the scene. This literally just came into our distribution as of today. It came earlier this week, but this is when it came into the store today. So 9.3% IBUs, I think, is all the same. I think the malt profile and all the hops are all the same as regular Boss Tweed. This was canned on 10/30/20, so literally a week ago, because today's the 6th of November, time of recording. So anything to add about this?
They have made a post saying basically forewarning that it's not going to be the haze bomb that you're used to seeing with the typical Boss Tweed. That it was something with the fruit, almost
Puree or something.
Yeah, it filled, I don't know, helped filter out the haziness.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to dive in and find out.
Yeah,
I just don't know. But Boss Tweed is a highly, it's a cult following for Old Nation. Literally, M-43 made them famous, but Boss Tweed,
Old Nation.
Proper glassware. And that is definitely not pouring out how I expected. Definitely a lighter golden yellow, and you don't have that thick haze, muddy.
The sediment.
OJ, yeah. I mean, crazy. That is ridiculous carbonation.
Really
ridiculous carbonation. Look at our proper glassware. Proper. Insanity of bubbles running to the top. I wonder with. I mean, we should probably go all the way in just to be safe, because I'm sure I don't want to miss any of the flavors potentially here.
Pour it up.
So I'm getting a lot of that. Well, that's what happens with.
Yeah, kind of like a burnt orange color. Definitely lighter than their.
It's way lighter. I mean, it's definitely hazy, but not what you typically think of when you're getting an Old Nation.
Boss Tweed is a dark orange juice.
It's burnt orange milkshake. I mean, literally a orange juice milkshake. This is much lighter. A lot more carbonation, it seems. A big fluffy head, though, compacted on the top. I just poured a little bit aggressive. 1 to 2 finger head.
Mine's really not dissipating, though.
No, and it's kind of a creamy, thick, cloudy layer on the top that's not going away. But I see the bubbles trying to, go away, but they're not. Boy, I'm gonna try to get a nose on this, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting, though. I did not what I expected out of the glass. I get a faint tartness. Very faint
tangerine-y. I don't know if we'd I'm not even really sure if I know what guava smells like.
No, I'm getting a light tartness off the top. It's got small shadows of the qualities that Boss Tweed has, but it's not bright, it's not vibrant. This is a little bit toned down, muddled. I would not know that this is Boss Tweed if I was smelling it. I want to see yours just because I have too big of a head. I mean, there's definitely tropical fruit muddled in there. And I do get this light tartness. I mean, I wouldn't say a strawberry tartness. I would say it's something like a stone fruity, citrusy tart thing on the back end. A little bit of bright doughy malt to it as well. But it's very muddled, honestly, compared to Boss Tweed. So let's dive in. Boss Tweed Guava.
You still really get that thick mouth feel, but the end is really tart.
It's a tarty fruitiness. A tart fruitiness on the back end. I mean, I could say this is guava. Would I know that blindly?
No.
That I'm not so sure of. It's got this lemony, it's lemon orange.
Yeah.
Candied orange. I get a little bit of pineapple, mango kind of qualities. Again, those are a little bit more bittered, a little bit more dry.
Yeah. I think though, the M-43 Boss Tweed, the cart horse, is kind of what phased me into beer, just because they were citrus bombs, you know. I think that this isn't as tiresome on your palate.
Right.
I think it's more drinkable than, because at first we were haze craze but then we kind of fell out of it just because it was just like too much on us.
Yep, I've notably said, and we've notably said, I have gotten away from the hazy game because it's just it wears down your palate. It's a milkshake. It's bombardment of hops, and it got too extreme for us, and it's not something you can drink multiples of, in my opinion. For me, this, I would say the drinkability's there, but I will say this: Boss Tweed Fresh is literally one of my favorite beers ever to exist because it's what I remember enjoying when I got into the beer game, as in the hazy beer game. Because before that I wasn't drinking those, but when it was introduced in 16 and 17 and 18, I loved those. But I've shied away from that. Boss Tweed on its own, fresh and on tap or fresh in the can, hard to beat. Really hard to beat.
Yep.
World class double hazy IPA, DIPA, whatever you want to say. This is a muddled down variation of Boss Tweed. I don't see Boss Tweed in this beer. It's a different beer to me. It's not the same. This isn't even a variation of Boss Tweed. I think it's a muddled down, fruity double IPA.
So if you're forget that it's called Boss Tweed, just comparing the beers, do you enjoy this one or do you enjoy the regular?
I think when you put them side by side, my favorite is going to still be regular Boss Tweed because I've rated that so highly before, and I think it is a world class DIPA. But this is a different beer to me. This is not Boss Tweed. It's almost like a ramped up or amped up, if you will, Wheezin' the Juice with guava.
Yeah.
In a way, you know what I'm saying? Because it's got a less of a body to it for me.
I
9.3 though. 9.3%. Hey, this is dangerous.
I really enjoy it. I mean, like we said, obviously, like if you have fresh Boss Tweed, it's great. This is really good though. I really enjoy this.
It's tasty. Like I would definitely have it again. I just don't know if it's proper to call it Boss Tweed. So that's where it's losing my interest in my rating because I just don't see Boss Tweed really in this. I mean, there's like a small layer of simplistic Boss Tweed under this, and I'm not getting those.
Would you say like if it was like the Haze Bomb, like it had the appearance, like are you kind of just phasing it because it's not the appearance that you're used to of Boss Tweed? Because I think they said they originally did a test batch and it like came out how like as far as appearance wise. And then as they just like went, it just kind of cleared it up. And it just, To me, though, it's almost like they brewed it and then they were like, this isn't what we intended. But they were like, well, we got to can it anyways. I think it's what they intended with the flavor, but not by the appearance.
I don't think it's exactly how they wanted the final product to be. If I had to be honest in my opinion, I don't think this is what they truly intended on from appearance and taste 100%.
Well, we can see because... a lot of the skepticism with Old Nation is maybe their consistency with the batches. So maybe we can see, hey, maybe the next time, maybe
they might not do this again. This is an allocated item. We got 4 cases.
Yeah, maybe it's a limited release. But if they do it again, maybe it will be hazy. I don't know.
Rating.
I still really like it.
Yeah, it's good on its own, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to do a 3.97.
That's literally 0.2 away from what I was going to do, and I wasn't even going to be biased because I have my number. I'm going 3.95. I think it's good on its own, but I've lost, and I could really go lower. I'm not. It's because I respect Old Nation for how far they've come. But I will say on its own, it's very good. I probably docked it because I expected something different, and the advertisement is Boss Tweed, and we're not really getting... the full version or even a variation of Boss Tweed. I think this is totally just kind of a different beer with different qualities and similar hop profiles in it. So very good all the way through. I like the balance, a little bit of bitterness. 9.3, dangerous, can't taste it really.
Seriously.
A lot of fruitiness, a little bit of lemon, and then this weird tart fruitiness on the back end that's attributed to guava. So
worth the purchase if you can.
Yeah, give it a shot, and if you don't love it, don't be mad because it isn't exactly Boss Tweed. We probably all expected that it would be more of that cloudy, just milkshake looking OJ. Solid score still though, very good in my opinion. Maybe call it something different next time. I'm Dan.
And I'm Danny.
And this has been another episode of Poor Michigan Beer, guys. Remember, hashtag that bad boy, and I will tag you in my story on Instagram. It's over and out. Cheers.
Cheers.